Hi, it's Teresa from Chino Valley Pelvic PT. Today, we will be simplifying the pelvis. What is the pelvis? It's a basin-shaped structure that supports the spinal cord and it protects abdominal organs. It contains the following: the sacrum, the coccyx or the tailbone, right here, the iliac crests, pubic rami, and it serves as attachment for 36 muscles that provide support for the core system. We pay attention to the pelvic area when there's pain to the hip, the abdomen, the low back, tailbone, and when there is pelvic pain, incontinence, or constipation. Who has a pelvis? Every creature with hind legs requires the pelvic attachment. In anatomy, boys and girls both get pelvic bone components and the muscles, fascia, nerves, blood vessels that attach and pass through it. When should you be more aware of your pelvis? Let's put it this way. The pelvis forms the rim of the ball and socket joint of your hip. Right there. The pelvis is also the bowl that supports your internal organs, keeps it from dropping down to the ground. The pelvic floor muscles are the trampoline-like structures that support your reproductive and continence sphincters. Where is your pelvis, you might ask? Well, ideally, when you're sitting down, your ischial tuberosities or your sit bones should touch the chair. And as we sit back, we bring our center of mass posteriorly. Our tailbone should hover over the back of the seat. These bones touching the chair, they're part of the pelvic girdle. And directly over the hip joint would be the iliac crest. This would be the wide bony prominences you feel just below your waistline. When traced posteriorly towards the midline, both come in contact to join the sacrum. To the front would be your pubic bones coming together to form the pubis, just at the apex of the legs. Now, imagine the sit bones, the sacrum, and the pubis forming the pelvic girdle, and these bony attachments as your steel frame to a trampoline, and your trampoline mat being your pelvic floor muscles. Why strengthen the pelvic floor then? The analogy of using the trampoline was explained by the authors Ashton Miller et al. In 2001, and they made us think of a comparison between a strong, firm trampoline mat versus a saggy one. Which do you think would stop a leaky hose? One that sags completely when you step on it, or the firmer one that springs right back as you press on it? That's something to definitely think about, right? You might have some leaky pipes going on, or you might have some tailbone, sacroiliac pain, or even pelvic floor pain, and you don't really know how to address it. Well, if you have a leak, that means you might need some tightening. You've probably tried some strengthening exercises around your hip areas, but they haven't really worked. Here's something that I suggest that you try. You might have tried stopping to catch midstream urine samples for lab exams before, right? Those same muscles, they are your pelvic floor muscles. But hear me out. Don't practice stopping urine flow. This might create bladder issues for you in the future, which you don't currently have. You want to practice tightening these muscles outside of the toilet, not while you're urinating. Now that I've said that, here's what you want to do. You activate those pelvic floor muscles by contracting as you exhale. So breathe in through your nose. You want to feel your belly rise, your ribs, you want to feel them expand. You want to feel your back muscles stretch up as you sit or stand tall through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, blow out through pursed lips. Feel your ribs lower, your abdominal muscles tensing as you pull your pelvic floor muscles in and up like you were stopping your urine flow. Some people say it's like pulling your muscles up as if you were pulling or putting on really tight pantyhose. That can work too. Now, if you have pain, you might be tight and you might need some loosening up. What we suggest for pain would be stretching, relaxation activities, and a lot of times easy yoga poses like the child pose would be one of the easier ones to go to. If it's even difficult to get to a child pose, using pillows under your abdominal area and getting down on your hands and knees and breathing in that position would be a great way to start. Stretching your hamstrings, stretching your adductor muscles, stretching your hip flexors, also something that you want to consider. Start at 10 seconds, 20 seconds, breathe in the stretches, modify the positions if you have to, start somewhere tolerable, and then just build your way up. If after doing these exercises you still feel like you need more help, it's best to look into your local listing for your pelvic floor physical therapist close by. Get yourself checked. Until next time.